Have you guys ever had like a stalker? Um, I can tell you about one story where I was still in school at the time, and what happened was it was sort of like a stalker because this guy he literally like followed me. I saw him a couple of times on the bridge. I used to stay in the Paro area, and then sometimes you just get like a feeling like something isn't right, man. So I tried to like just, I was aware of him, but I just made like I wasn't aware of him because I didn't want to still um, s- start talking to him, or I didn't want to entertain that situation. So, but I was very much aware of him being like seeing him all the time and all those things. And yeah, I just had like this creepy feeling when I saw him. So anyway, so I used to cross the bridge there to get home, and then um, he passed me a couple of times, and then I also saw him walking there in the street where I stayed, and then one time, okay, let me first talk about the first time it went from just passing me to the next sort of action, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I also walked towards the mall one time, and he was then walking towards the bridge. So, which means we were about to cross paths again. And what he did was he actually reached out to me and tried to grab me. And then I actually got a fright because I was aware of this guy, and I wasn't sure like if he knew that I knew, or I was still observing whether or not he was actually like watching me, you know. But then randomly he just like reached out to grab me, and I got such a shock that I like grabbed on someone there because I was like monitoring this guy, and then out of the blue, he just like grabbed me, and I was just like, I got a fright, and then I grabbed onto someone that was also like walking there. But anyway, so then one time I was walking towards the house, and he was walking in the opposite direction, which means we now have to pass one another again. So I went inside there, but I never had the door key because I lost my key at the time, and I was staying with my grandma, so she didn't want to give me a key again. She just gave me the key to the gate because I lost that other door key. So, which means I was in a secure space, which was in the front of the house, but it wasn't like um, I wasn't in the house. I was like behind the gate, and I had to wait for her to get back home, you know what I mean, in order to enter the house. That was now probably like a punishment or whatever the case may be. So, anyway, so I saw this guy. He was like, I was watching him walking past the house, you know what I mean. I sort of was like walking slow. I didn't want to make him aware that I was like wanting to get to the gate ASAP. But as I passed him, I sort of sped up, and then just to unlock the gate. And then when I was inside the gate, I just like closed the gate quickly, and I sat on the chair. Firstly, I sat on the chair, but now I was like really creeped out by this guy because now I've seen him way too much, and also since he like reached out to grab on me, and so now I'm like watching this guy. I don't know why I always give people so long of an opportunity to catch on crap. You know what I mean? I always like give them the benefit of the doubt. I like watch them for so long and observe like to make sure that it is really so. But we must just be like aware that sometimes it's too long and so anything can happen. The train just got here now, so I will continue the story in a bit. But yeah, stay tuned.